Right, welcome. Bitch Mams is back. This is season 1, episode 14. Here's my breakdown and review. It was trash. It was terrible. The agenda's back, so we've got a lot of. It's so strange. I really do wonder what the story message is, because we know that the showrunner to this show has come out and said, like, I'm telling a story from the perspective of, you know, what we have to deal with as lesbians and things like that, and acceptance and all of this. And I've done videos on it and said how, like, it's just not the case, right? Like, obviously in extreme circumstances it's definitely the case, but we're in a more accepting society than we've ever been in. It's like it's as accepting as it probably could get. In fact, I think it's over accepting in certain scenarios. That's a story for a different day. And like this, it essentially tells a story of how Bitch Mams here she is, Bitch Mams, is coercing Sophie, not coercing Sophie, but getting jiggy with Soph, right? And how they can't be together because obviously there's a target on her back, if that's the case, which is like, that makes sense. But then there's some like nonsense dialogue between her and Luke Fox, Lucius Fox's son. Oh, by the way, they've just killed Lucius Fox. Lucius Fox is dead. Yeah, they've murdered him in this show. Unbelievable. But again, I'll get to that in a second. And there's some dialogue between the two which, you know, outlines the fact that, you know, that if she dates Sophie, then she can't, it puts a target on her back, etc, etc, etc. But then they play up this narrative of how Sophie's mum comes to town because she learns she's been suspended from the Crows. Just allows them for guns, do you? Really? What? Alright then.
What are you doing here? Surprising you.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Next time I'll call first.
Well, it's manners. And how she's going to be really disappointed with her if she finds out she's a lesbian. And I just don't think I don't think that that's a society we live in nowadays. I think there's definitely circumstances of it, but I do think we're on like the far end of the spectrum of acceptance. Like, we are as accepting as we possibly could be. And she does this big speech at the end, and I'll get to the start in a second, but I want to cover the agenda first. She does this big speech at the end about how Sophie is this oppressed girl, and she's got to prove herself to the world. I kid you not, it's literally what she says.
I lie. I lie so much, I don't even realize I'm doing it anymore.
I've been lying all my life.
What lie?
I'm a lesbian.
I didn't break up with Tyler.
He broke up with me.
Because I fell out of love with him.
He broke up with you. I'm fairly certain he broke up with you.
I need you to start making... I met someone.
It was a woman.
And I want to find that again. Okay?
She had a pasty between her legs.
Then go find him.
Not a carrot.
Go find him.
So, the good Lord didn't make it hard enough on you.
What?
Not enough to be a woman of color. Not enough to come from nothing.
God.
Not enough to have to prove your damn worth to the world every time you want to be part of it, huh? You gotta add this on top of it.
What the fuck are you on about? She's excelling at the military.
For any of those things.
And she's like second in command at the Crows. Oh, it makes so hard. How about how she's black, a woman of colour, and now she's a lesbian as well, and, you know, all this kind of stuff. And I just couldn't help but think to myself, this woman is the fucking second in command of, apparently, a kill squad in Gotham City that has the right to go and kill people if they want to. Because that's a thing that was in a previous episode. How is she oppressed? Not only that, she literally aced everything in military schools. There's awards for her in military school, right? Because we've seen it. It's in the earlier episodes. And I just thought to myself, did the writers fucking forget this? Obviously, her mum knows this. Her mum is super proud of her. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, like, what? Tell me I'm mad, right? It's not. Anyway, so that was that. And I just couldn't help but laugh at that because it's truly, truly nonsense. So that was the theme of this episode, basically. And then they like did a rip-off of the Joker. So at the start, we open with a woman cutting her face open. And it's it's sort of to do with social media, but it's also to do with women being told to smile, like smile more. Like I don't really understand it, and I don't quite know what they were trying to tell with that. But basically, we open with this woman cutting her face open, and initially she punched a hole in a mirror, and it was hilarious. Anyway, she sees her face in the mirror, and it's all droopy and stuff, and I'm just like, well, this is nonsense. So she punches the mirror, and I just thought to myself, well, is her hand all cut up? No, it's not. If you punch a mirror like that, and her hand went through the mirror, right? If you punch a mirror like that, you will bust up all of the ligaments, and the you'll bust up all your ligaments. I was going to say tendons then, but no. So I'm pretty sure it's ligaments. So you bust up all your ligaments, and no, that was fine. Absolutely fine. But then she proceeded to cut her face open anyway. And I just thought to myself, like, this is the Joker, isn't it? This is like some Joker ripoff. Oh, what the fuck is this? Is her hand cut? Is her hand smashed in? Oh, what is this? The Joker? Fuck off. And then anyway, this woman, we then go into, obviously this is the villain of the day, and I'm like, well, this is bad storytelling, because you've just shown us the villain from the start.
Not even like a janitor or someone?
Yeah, the woman at the start, obviously.
Who's there?
The woman at the start, obviously. And that's bad. Like, there's nothing. We know that she's just a girl, a little girl. What is she going to do with trained people that are going, trained military people, like Batwoman's trained. Sophie teams up with her in this episode. And you just think, like, what's the point in this? What is the point? That's bad storytelling. How do people like this show? Like, seriously. And then there's other weird little things, like somehow now Bitch Mam's bar is also a coffee shop by day. Was this a bar / coffee shop?
You're in a good mood.
But it was like a nightclub, and now it's a coffee shop. Get your story straight. And I'm looking at, like, I've literally got a recap in front of me. I've just watched it, but because it's so mind-numbingly boring, I just zone out of it. But nothing else really happens, to be fair. Her sister, there's like some nonsense about her needing to find out that she's Batwoman. She obviously knows she's Batwoman, but she wants Batwoman to tell her she's Batwoman. And you just think to yourself, you're a smart woman. You would know that that's going to paint a target on yourself, so why would you do that? And also, they've spent the entire episode saying that Sophie and Bitch Mams can't be together because it paints a target on her back. So you're primed to think, well, this is nonsense, so why are you bitching about this? But yet, the writers didn't think that, did they? It's just these little narrative steps that people take, and you just go, well, that's stupid. Also, believe it or not, the woman who cut her face open to, like, the Joker ripoff is Duella Dent? Yeah, Harvey Dent's daughter. Fuck me. But he's referred to as a beloved ADA. So he's not Two-Face, but he is Two-Face. But he's not. They just want to use the name. What the hell is this? Seriously? So we don't know what world this is. It's just trash. Like, it's just narrative trash. It's written like garbage. Is that a fire escape and it's not going to open? Ha ha ha! Fuck off. And the whole stuff about the social media nonsense. They're talking about... oh my god! There's a part, I kid you not, where Bitch Mams looks... They do facial recognition. But she can't figure out who it is because... Apparently they got a different nose and a different chin. You'd still be able to do facial recognition on that. It would still be fairly similar, like the cheek, but it's more from like cheekbones and eyebrows and stuff. So you'd still be able to figure it out. So that was a thing. She has to track down a giant pink truck. It's not even a giant pink truck. They literally used what looked like an ice cream van, and they were making it out to be some big like makeup truck that people go around in. And you're just like, this is just balls. It's so bad. They had a break from this, and I thought it would come back and be a bit better. I don't know why I'm even thinking this. It's so bad. Yeah, it's not good. And then Alice uses Joella Dent to get to the surgeon guy, who's technically the man that abducted her. Takes Joella's face off, walks into her office, and is like, "Oh, hello, I'm gonna get you now." And it's just so bad. Anyway, it's terrible. If there's anything more poignant and comical about this that I've missed out, I'll leave it at the end of this like I normally do. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Stay up to date on the world of pop culture movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. These are weekly reviews. You guys still seem to enjoy them, so thank you so much. I've also started a backup channel. I'm going to be migrating some of my older retrospective reviews over there, so hit subscribe. It's left down below in a pinned comment. Thanks so much. Take care. The voice of reason, and he'll be belittled.
I won't tell them if you don't.
You know it's not that simple.
What about the fucking little girl? The terrorist. The lesbian terrorist. Fuck off.
How, Mom? How was Batman different?
He represented values I actually believed in.
You mean he's not gay?
Ha! They're doing it! Of course they are.
I'm 28 years old.
No, you're not.
In a river.
Fuck off.
Every waking moment.